This is Travelling Medicine, a space where we share life as it's actually lived. The travel, the food, the people, the laughter, and the quieter moments in between. We travel not just to see the world, but to feel it, to learn from different cultures, explore sacred spaces, and experience the medicine that shows up in everyday life. So take a breath, settle in, and travel with us.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Traveling Medicine. And right now we are in some pretty decent medicine, which is just Pai Thailand. And we've started the journey in Bangkok, and we've had quite a nice journey, right? Lynn?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I was distracted by dogs eating food in front of our
Yeah,
hut.
we ordered some good food yesterday or the day before, and yeah, it was
Mm.
actually yesterday. We had some good jerk chicken, and we had it just left over. And there's two dogs here. We were holding it all day
Just for the dogs
just for
to
the
come
dogs.
back and give to the dogs, so we knew we were coming here today.
Yeah,
And we know how well, they look healthy, but geez, they wolf things down like they're half starved.
yeah. I think it's just where they're from. And they're next to the farm too. So we're at a location where we've been before, and it's quite beautiful. It's just farmland. Would you say it's in like the Valley of Pi or like?
Yeah. So it's in between the mountains or hills. I don't know if you class them as mountains. They're kind of very, very high hills.
Yeah, yeah. They're more mountainous than hills for sure. Yeah.
And there's the valley has a lot of paddy fields in it.
Yeah, so it looks beautiful and nice and clean. And inside the town, it's really small. The town of Pi is very small, and around it is a lot of nature. Great, great river that runs through everything. So there's nice water and great energy. But right now, we're just watching these dogs and looking at these cattle. There's cow right across from us, which they came fairly close, or actually very close. They hopped the fence of where we're at just to get to the grass, which
They
is pretty
wanted the
cool.
good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's great this time of the evening.
Yeah, this is like the best time of evening, right? What do you call that? Golden hour?
The golden hour, and it certainly shows itself in Pi. It's like you
That's
feel
nice.
surrounded by mountains. It's wherever you look, there's mountains because of the way how deep the mountains go. So yeah, it's a beautiful feeling, wonderful.
That's true. It's a gorgeous feeling. You feel so small, but yet you feel protected. You feel like you're in
Yeah,
a very
yeah.
nurtured and confined space, yet it's so spacious.
Last time we were here in a little bit more of a wet season, and the mountain ranges are so protective that you could see a rains or cloud system coming, really dark one, just coming towards Pi, and then it hit the mountains on the edge of the valley and just got moved away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how protected these ranges are.
Hey, buddy.
Just got a
Dog
little
came
dog
back.
coming up. He's persistent.
He's like, you gave me some food,
He
man.
really
Hey,
wants some
little guy, how
food,
you doing?
and I've got some food.
You're a beautiful guy. Yeah, it's so nice to be out here and to ground yourself. And if you guys haven't already, definitely check out our YouTube channel because we are basically recording these in the middle of our YouTube channel moments and recording. So you get a behind the scenes glimpse and you get more into our stories and what we're really sharing in the moment. This isn't scripted or anything of the such, so we like to be authentic. If you guys don't already know, Lynn's a psychologist and I'm a plant medicine facilitator with mushrooms. So together, we like to help people just reprogram their mind, rewire, and send them off into the world. And this dog is having a grand old time right now. Lynn just fed it some cat food. She carries around food with her, and just for the animals.
Cat kibble. But the dogs love it. They love it. He's got a little bit more of a fuller belly now.
Mm. You know, cheers to us. Cheers to us. Cheers to what we're doing. Cheers to this moment. Cheers to...
Cheers to finding heaven.
Yeah. We can't share it, though. We can't share where exactly heaven is and the feeling of it, because then people are really going to look for it. And there's nothing to look for. It's just heaven. Heaven is you, and just wherever you are, it's perfect.
And if you can get a bit of paradise to sit in, to absorb it and encourage that flow, then do that as many times as possible.
Yeah, paradise is required once you've got the itch to find paradise.
What?
I said paradise is required once you got the itch to find paradise. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's true.
It's obvious. It's quite obvious.
Once you've got the itch. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been to some nice places, you know? Like, I mean, just from Vietnam to...
Cambodia,
Angkor Wat,
Yeah.
to... I mean, I've been to Australia, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've done Vietnam, Thailand, all parts of Thailand. We still haven't gone south yet. We will soon.
Yeah, North is cool though. North is real cool. Very cool. The weather's really temperate at the moment because we're so far north.
Yeah, it's nice. It's probably perfect time to go down south. Today was a good day. That's why we got a lot of work done today, and I felt like I fasted. I didn't eat a lot of food today. I ate a little bit in the morning, maybe some nuts or whatever. I know Lynn said she felt like she fasted too, and she had a smile on her face, so it was like a good thing. It's a good thing.
Yes, when I don't have food and I still have a smile on my face, it means that I haven't felt hungry.
Right,
So,
it's a good thing. Yeah,
so it's good.
yeah, because we've been pretty dialed in.
Yeah,
We're pretty dialed in.
We have good work today.
Real good work
we
today.
came here again. Wanted to come back here after the second time at a second place that we've been to before.
Yeah.
And we realised that we actually like it down in the valley.
Yeah.
Rather than a view from the mountain.
Yeah. 100%. Down in the valley is like farm. You're getting a taste of the stillness of being on a farm. And you're still in the middle of everything wherever you want to be. Whatever tickles your fancy.
Yeah.
And the most that's here is just like backpackers and just like places that are juice shops or, you know, food or restaurant. There's no like real nightlife here. There is, but it's very gentle. It's not like clubs and stuff like that. You know? So there's not too much noise. There's like a curfew at around, I would say, like 10 p.m. I feel like I don't hear much.
I feel it's like 8 p.m. Like, because there are some parties that go on, and they're not like, there's no clubs, but you can hear the music, and someone's put an event on at the river. It starts at like 4 p.m. or something.
She's Australian, if you guys don't already know. Keep going.
Starts at 4 p.m. You're just taking the piss out of my accent.
No, not at all. Go.
They start at 4 p.m. and by like 8 p.m. like they're done. When was it 4 p.m. or maybe like 2 p.m. maybe 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say that would be at maybe more high season only. But yeah, there's no clubs. But there's an energy here. Even though it's so quiet, there's still like activity happening. It's close. close to town. So you can feel like the busyness of it, but it's its own like vortex of peace.
I'm glad you said that, because I was going to say this place feels like a vortex. It has an energy to it where I'm wondering if there's an underground water channel here, because there's a great river here and there's a lot of nice creeks. So I wonder if there's something underground, because it would add to that resonance that we feel in this place with nature. And
Doggy is back.
the dog came back. He went on an adventure and then he came back.
He's like,
Hey,
you got
buddy.
any more for me? Shall I give him some more?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's why you have it, right?
Yeah, he loves it. Or she.
There you go. She fed the dog everything. That's good. There's still more there.
Yeah, a little bit more.
Just give it to him.
Yeah, it's good too.
Just give it to him. Or save it for
He's
later.
gonna,
Save it
like,
for later,
get
actually.
Really, really,
Or she's just
really
gonna give it
nice
to him.
and full
Dude.
then.
Yeah, now he won't keep coming back. He'll just finish it. That's a lot. I thought
It's a
you
lot,
said a
yeah.
little bit. That's a lot. Wish we could take shots and photos so like we can just show you guys what we're talking about in this moment. But
Yeah, it's
the
a
dog is
beautiful
just-
black, like jet black.
Yeah, I'll say he's
almost
in
like
like
puppy.
perfect shape.
Yeah, he's like adolescent or something. But yeah, his coat's beautiful. Or her. Coat's
I think
beautiful.
it's a her. It's a her for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
She has a very soft face.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, really beautiful, beautiful face.
So being in Pi, I mean, what do you love? What drove you out to Pi, first of all, and why do you like it or dislike it out here, and compared to where have you been?
You know, I don't know where I heard the word pie. I think I might have done a little bit of research about like what's around like northern Thailand. And when I first read the word pie, I immediately went to the movie The Life of Pi. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just went, that feels so magical. And then looked at it, saw some pictures and went, this looks amazing. I would love to get up to this place and have a look, see just what it's all about. So then when the opportunity came with you,
Yeah.
you were almost going to go to Pai when I wasn't with you, and then you had to come back to Bangkok or Pattaya, and then we went together for the first time.
Yeah, and Pi was real nice. Pi was a great journey.
Yeah, but that I think that there was already a little bit of a attraction from people from around the world to come to Pi for quite a while.
Yeah.
So it's got like an energy about it that's attracting.
It's like a little buzz. Yeah, it's buzzing a little bit.
People who are on a journey, say, who are like, wow, this place is amazing, and they've just kept coming back and again and again and again, and others have done the same. So this is sort of just created from probably a core group of a number of people who just went, I love this place, this is like heaven on earth. And then news spread gradually. Like you just go, well, there must have been a reason for that.
Yeah, this place is going to explode one of these days. It'll be in the article, like top 10 places to visit around the world, and Pai, Thailand would be one of them. And it's gonna be like done.
And that's where yeah, people look for different areas, different spaces, if it's down the road or whatever, to find that tranquility.
Why do you think we do that?
That's who we are.
Mm.
You mean like seek out tranquility?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Gives us the ability to really listen when there's as least distractions as possible. And your mind can actually just be distracted on just being in nature.
It's true. That's true.
So when we're disconnected from nature, we're in the house or whatever, we're like, what can I have what can I connect with here? They're not in nature, so they can't connect in with nature. So they get bored. They get barren. Energy is just not there. And so, yeah, it's enjoyable to feed on whatever content is given. But yeah, when you're in nature, it's
What do you mean by content? I was
like
confused by that. I
content, like on the
apologize.
TV or whatever, they're like, oh, I need to be distracted in some way because there's nothing there and I can't sit with myself because I'm not, they don't realize it's because you're not connected with nature
Mm.
and you're not, flowing with it. So
Right.
they're inside the house going, what do I do? What do I do with myself? I've got nothing to anchor myself anywhere.
Yeah.
And they don't realize their disconnection. And so they get fed all of their stuff, TV, YouTube, whatever.
Which makes them think they're gonna get it fulfilled in a different way. Yeah, it's funny when you connect with nature, you can just look at nature and see the animals, and you can see like, the cow's not worrying about being a cow or what's he gonna do with his time and all. He's being a cow. It's just like is. So in those moments when you do have that feeling, you realize like you're having that feeling. It's just like, all right, well, let me just chill, because what's the difference between me and the cow? Let me just be the cow. So my advice to you guys out there: just be the cow. Milk yourself every once in a while. And thank you to our sponsors, Milk. So, got milk? If you don't, you should. Subscribe today. All right, back at it. Go ahead. Psychologist, Yee Lin. Go ahead. Please continue.
I don't know if I had anything to say.
She didn't have anything
Shaman
to say.
Gabriel.
If you summon my shamanic insight, then it's going to take this whole audience who's listening, of a few people out there, a lot.
It's going to take what? A lot.
I don't know. I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying.
You were playing your flute the other moment over there to the cows.
Yeah, I had the intention of playing the flute for the cows because they're like very interested in that type of stuff. They love music. They didn't listen at all, but I was able to play for them, and it was cool to send that intention to them. It's nice to put the flute back up to my lips and in my hand, so I can go ahead and get that vibration melody flowing out again. Nice breathing, and yeah, it's been a while. I usually play the flute for like ceremonies, stuff like that, when someone's really going deep or uncomfortable. But
You were serenading nature.
yeah, serenading nature is even better. Or serenading nature. That's the best. That's the best part.
It's funny, when you were playing it in the cabin, it had this, it must have been vibrating off the walls, because you could hear it and it felt like a vibration kind of sound. Really interesting. Fit beautifully with where we are. It's the earthiness of the sound, low tone. It's definitely the frequency.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. The weather is perfect. The mozzies are out now, but that's okay. Because there's a nice little breeze as well. It's not super still. You can see the birds up far in the sky flying back to their homes, wherever that is, but it keeps you adventurous and in the moment and still because you're thinking about where they're going. And they're all going someplace, and they all wake up super early in the morning and leave and take off to explore, to do. So if you guys can't tell, I'm in a bit of delirium because just been creating all day, just in a mundane way. And I feel very activated. I feel very energized, but needing to be activated. And that's what you guys are slowly doing for me, and that's what Lynn's doing for me right now on the side. Because look, guys, learn as I do this. Lynn's beauty is what keeps me honest. And it's what allows me to be me and tap into myself a little easier and deeply. And her beauty isn't just looks or the way she speaks or carries herself. It's her essence, it's her energy, it's the presence. And I'm grateful for that. And I think now is a good time just for anyone out there just to feel what you're grateful for. And I think we're all here right now. We're all listening to this. So just for that is gratitude. So congrats, guys. You don't have to be in Thailand or someplace randomly around the world to feel gratitude. You can just choose to feel that now.
I'm grateful for your gratefulness.
Mm.
I'm grateful. Beautiful. What was the word we used? Serenade. Almost felt beautiful.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, I appreciate your words. It's so beautiful, so touching.
Mm.
Beautiful words. Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
And I know you feel them.
I'm just trying to reach out, touch you, educate, and entertain all at the same time. So I'm trying to keep that mindset. You guys hear that in the background? That's like the bird of Thailand. It's everywhere. You can't escape it. From Bangkok to Pattaya to Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, all the way here in Pai. It's everywhere.
Anywhere you go, it's there.
Even Kata Tasathon, whatever.
What?
Something pass, the Devil's Pass.
Oh, yeah. Down there. Yeah.
I didn't know how much history was there.
No, like we stumbled across a pillar of history there that like no one even goes to anymore. But
Right.
it was there. The the intensity of the actual space is actually quite significant. You know, if anyone knows about, or is interested in, the past and the world wars that happened, Australians and Americans all participated in that
Yeah.
and were there probably as POWs
Yeah.
or as POWs. And like forced labor camps.
Yeah, so for anyone out there who served or has family who serves, thank you for your service, wherever it is. Because, yeah, the story was pretty heavy. You can see it in our YouTube channel. We visit the cave. There was a cave called Captive Cave where POWs would actually stay when the bombs dropped or they were using it for shelter. And that's what we were kind of exploring towards the end of our video. And yeah, they had pictures outside which showed, you can see the history, and to think like, wow, those men in there, like they're looking at a camera and in their state of mind, whatever they're going through at that moment, and that camera captured them in that moment where I'm looking at them in that moment. And it's as if their soul is mine. I can experience what they lived, and they were on the other side where I am. I don't know, it was a very high and complex psychedelic experience that I'm feeling currently and reflecting upon. I'm reflecting not just about the fact of us rendezvousing with stuff, but the depth of what that made me feel inside and what that is still doing to me in this moment as I think about it. So I want to give gratitude to those that paved the way beforehand, because to experience that, just the stillness, and there's no one out there. So I wonder how dark that history was, because then it was a part of Thailand that was pretty desolate. There's no one out there. No really like tourists, a little bit on the train, but like it's not like happening in terms of its growth. And its growth seems kind of stagnant, if that makes sense. And I wonder if it's because of the history and the energy that's there.
Interesting. Yeah. Because it's a beautiful part of Thailand. So much.
It's beautiful out there, yeah.
Huge
river, beautiful river. Yeah, check out the video, guys.
Incredible.
You guys will be able to see it.
Yeah. But yeah, tourism, it's there, but not, it's kind of more concentrated in the major stops.
But shit, this is like high season now.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like desolate for high season. I mean, we went to a resort and we were essentially the only people there.
Yeah, that's true.
It was like one person a night that was there at this beautiful big resort.
Yeah. I just thought it was because everyone was staying in the other stop. No one really kind of like explores beyond the main stops. But there weren't that many people. Yeah, it was like half full, if that. Not even. I think we only saw one person at a time, one other person at a time, right?
Yeah, like a couple, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple or two.
Very quiet.
These mosquitoes are out tonight.
You want some stuff?
Nah, I don't need any spray. I just want to make it known so you don't get eaten up.
Yeah.
I'm just aware of it.
I'm feeling a little hungry as well.
You starting to come out of the fast?
Yeah, I'm coming out of my fast.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now. I'm gonna go get some food with. Actually, we'll stay on. We'll just. What do you want? Let's discuss. What do you want for dinner?
Do you know what? I could just about eat anything right now.
Okay, so we're gonna go get anything, and yeah, call it a day. So cheers, thank you for listening, and check out the YouTube video. I'll put a link below, and yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.